Well, Jackie, I can tell you that is correct. They are looking for a promise or some sort of down payment that help will soon flow to New Jersey in the form of federal dollars. In fact, according to New Jersey's Restaurant and Hospitality Association, 78% of businesses fear as we get deeper into this second wave that they will have no choice but to lay people off. And 36% of restaurants fear they may not have a business in 2021. Still paying back her college loans, server Carone Jones puts the finishing touches on espresso during a light lunch crowd Tuesday. In the back of her mind, she's praying to keep her job.
I don't have any family in New Jersey, so there's no one else for me to rely on except myself.
At the same time, Jones' boss, founder of Turning Point's restaurant group, Kirk Ruoff, spoke virtually about the heartbreak of more anticipated layoffs before a handful of New Jersey's congressional leaders.
When the pandemic hit, we had to terminate over 600 members of our teams. It was devastating.
While most were hired back after a first round of PPP in the spring, Ruoff had to furlough 50 more employees last week.
We don't want to be at home on unemployment. We want to work.
No other industry has lost more jobs.
It's due to rising costs for supplies and creating outdoor space, coupled with far less revenue and restrictions that could cripple business this winter. Ruoff pleading the time for help for his industry is now.
The conversations I've had on the second round going back to these landlords is not as receptive. I think they've made up their mind that they've already given once and they're not going to give again.
New Jersey's congressional leaders say they are listening. Senator Bob Menendez co-sponsored a $120 billion restaurant bill already passed by the House and says he will push the Senate to do the same quickly.
It could be used for a wide range of expenses, including payroll and benefits, food, utilities, rent, maintenance, supplies, to keep restaurants afloat.
For them to give us the opportunity to keep a job that's helping so many families, it means the most.
So no definitive answers as yet, but obviously local restaurants are hoping that Congress will show some urgency ahead of their winter recess. Now, coming up at 5 o'clock, why losing a job in the restaurant or hospitality industry will be far more detrimental now than it was when the pandemic first hit in the springtime. We'll have that for you when we see you at 5. Reporting live in Marlton tonight, I'm Cydney Long, NBC10 News. Count on it.